Hi guys. So I have my little funny little pillow that I'm gonna hold on to in case I feel rage as I tell this story. As you guys can probably tell by the title, this is not the most positive experience I've had in my days, but I am recording this the week I'm leaving Kenya. I'm leaving the country, and yeah, I'm so ready to do so. Don't get me wrong, so many of my subscribers are Kenyan, and I'm really appreciative of you guys, but there's a lot of people that like to stalk me, for a lack of better words, or they just have other intentions for my life than to just be encouraging and kind. So I wanted to tell this story, and I'm releasing it after I leave the country just in case, because this is a bit of a safety issue. So where do we start? I'm going to try to keep this as concise as possible because some people that are bitchy in the comments are like, you talk too much. It's hard to tell you guys the whole story unless I'm thorough and detailed, but here we go. So you guys know that I came back here, one, because I miss my friends, but two, don't mind my chip nails. Two, because I really wanted to help Charlene, one of the sweet girls on the street that I have a really good relationship with. So I had talked about this in the previous videos, and I don't know that many or all of you would have watched me talk about this, but there's these kids down in Westlands on the street that I have a really close relationship with. I started hanging out with them a year ago. Whenever I'd see them, I'd go buy them food and talk to them. And anyways, there's this one girl in particular who I developed a really close connection with. So I came back here because I wanted to put her into boarding school. I wanted her off the streets. Now she has a family, and I hadn't met that family. But after I recorded the last video talking about this, I had met the family. And this is my experience that I'm about to tell you guys. So the last time I saw Charlene's mom, I went with my friend from the embassy, and he's just super kind and sweet and wanted to help out. I had already talked to a lawyer. However, no one actually wants to help. This lawyer wanted to date me, and I wasn't interested. So already there's like a conflict of interest there. So yeah, I didn't feel like 100% like, oh, this guy's really gonna help me unless I'm giving something in return, and I'm not willing to do that. So the last time I saw Charlene and her family, I took them with my friend into the grocery store. I got consent from mom to put her into school. I got all their legal information because they're missing a bunch of documents. They don't have possession of them. So I was like, all right, let me get this consent and all the information I need to probably get the documents by myself. And then I'm going to have to go to this lawyer. It's a sticky situation here. I was ignorant enough to think, let me just come and pay for her schooling. No, because from a legal standpoint, someone might try to take advantage of me in that position and somehow get the money I'm using for her school and use it for something else, or take her out of school. Like, there's not a huge guarantee. So anyways, it was already looking quite sketch. So the last time I saw the family, I got consent. My friend and I took them into the grocery store and spent 100 USD on groceries. I let them get like pretty much whatever they wanted, and you know, I wanted to do that to be kind and because I really love this girl. Mom had come with her, Charlene, the one I'm close with, and then the younger one, who I don't have a relationship with much, I just know her, she's 10, and then the older daughter that was 17. And I texted one of you guys, one of the very few who has my number, who had proposed that I start a GoFundMe. The thing is, like, when this whole ordeal is tied to my name and my reputation, I would never ask you guys for money or support of any kind unless I really like fact check everything and make sure it's going to a place that I want it to go to. Like, I feel like there's a lot of corruption when it comes to helping others or posing as helping others. So I wanted to kind of assess things myself. So go and get them groceries, and then we arrange a time for me to go to their home in the slums in Kangemi. So my friend I was with from the embassy agreed to go to the slums with me. Well, he gets malaria or something. He was super sick the day that we were supposed to go. And so we didn't end up going, but I was like, you know, before I continue with this, something in my spirit just felt very off. Whether you're spiritual or not, like if you have a strong intuition, which I do, and I know some of you might question that with the previous situation this last year, but typically when I don't have love goggles on, I have a very strong intuition. Something did not sit right with me. When I was talking with the mom, I figured out that she and the oldest daughter are staying at home, and the younger two are on the streets at night. Now, I've tried to have grace for this situation, but again, I kept conversating with the mom, trying to understand why that is, and it fired me up a little bit. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the slums, assess the situation, see how I feel in that environment, and feel like, okay, I'm gonna look into getting mom a job or helping mom get a job. She wants me to help all the kids with their schooling, not just this one. And she didn't want them going to boarding school. She wanted them to come home every night, which of course I knew if they go home, she's gonna put them back out on the street because that's her source of income. So, okay, I'm getting an icky feeling. Well, I mentioned this before, but one of my subscribers had reached out to me and said, hey, I really want to help and support you in what you're doing. Like, I love what you're doing. I want to help these kids, especially Charlene. And I was like, okay. Now, for the record, I'm sure that you guys probably guessed this, but most girls that do social media of some kind that are even moderate looking get plenty of funny little offers for money. I got a message the other day that was like, I'll send you 50K, which for those who don't know, that's like maybe 430 USD to meet you. Do you think I did that? No. So there have been men who have offered me money for an array of different things, meeting me or just because. And, you know, if you have sugar daddies or sugar mamas, okay, if it's mutually consensual, I don't judge you, but that's not for me. Like, I've been financially independent since I was 18 years old, and that's for a very good reason that I think a lot of you guys don't really understand. But I won't accept money from people because I feel like upon doing that, they expect things, whether it's sexual or even just like, I want you to text me, I want you to call me. Like, they expect access to you, and I don't care to give someone access to me. Okay, so the subscriber of mine offers to help me pay for Charlene's school. And I was like, that's freaking cool, but no, you don't have to. I got this. And he's like, no, I really want to help. I was like, okay, context. This subscriber of mine has a relationship with my Huguenot and sends my Huguenot money. And I know that because of my Huguenot and because the subscriber had told me that. And I know that some of these people who do YouTube that I know, like, people will just send them money just because, just to support what they're doing or help them build their house or whatever. I don't even want to get into my thoughts on that, but yeah, this I thought would be okay. This is a subscriber of mine who had reached out to me probably back in March and was nothing but kind and encouraging most of the time. Had never expressed any other intention or whatever towards me. So as I got back to Kenya, we'd check in. I would go see Charlene. I'd tell him, hey, this is what's going on. This is my progress with talking to this lawyer or whatever. This is the school I'm looking at. Like, we're having this dialogue. So, and I know all the while this person is still a buddy with my Huguenot and was telling me that, like, basically my Huguenot talks shit about me. So, again, I know so many of you guys just want me to do videos with this person. I don't care to ever get into my connections with some of these people. Like, you know, there's people that I've done videos with that I wouldn't call, like, my best friends by any means. It's just for funsies. And the people who are my best friends are few and far between. So he's kind of playing this weird double agent thingy. I'm like, that's strange. Okay. But for whatever reason, me knowing that he sends my friends money, made me be like, all right, I think this person just really likes to help and cares to like give to people financially. So we continued to check in as I was progressing and meeting with mom and getting all the consent and all that. Well, one day this person asks for my Kenyan line. So for those who don't know, in Kenya we use M-Pesa to pay for things. It's like this online payment system. Like you can have an app or you can just send money through your phone. Okay. So this person is Kenyan but lives in the UK. And I had always promised to keep this person's identity very confidential, not talk about who is helping me, whatever. Well, the reason that I'm talking about this now is because, one, I think we as women are made to feel small and like we have to be quiet and not share our truth and feel fearful of men and their threats, and I'm fucking over it. So, sharing this now that I'm leaving the country, screw you, I'm not gonna be scared of you, and this is why I'm sharing this story, so you guys know why I had to walk away from some of this stuff. So, this subscriber of mine says to me, hey, my M-Pesa phone payment service is not working. Can I send you money and see if it works? And he said 1K, which is like 7 USD. So it's $7. I said, okay, sure. And I'll send the money right back to you if it works. Of course, this person who sends my Huguenot money for fun is not going to care about a $7. But for me, I don't ever want to owe anyone anything, including $1. It's so deeply ingrained in me. You can ask my parents. Like, I'm just that way. That's how I've been since I was young. So he sends me money, but usually you send it from another number. Well, this was sent from a bank account. So it wasn't like I can just send it back. I'm going to actually show you guys the receipts, by the way, of all this stuff. Because just like I've had to share some horrific stories before, I didn't share all the receipts prior because I was like trying to preserve someone's dignity, if that even exists. But anyways, this person I have receipts because actually it was threatening. So, so this guy sends me 5K, which is like $45. And I text back, this isn't a testing amount. Let me send this back to you. How do I send it back? Because it didn't come with a way that I can send it back. It didn't have a number. In Kenya, if it comes with a number, you can see the number, send the money right back. So he goes, no, I don't need it. It's nothing to me. Like, keep it. I said, I don't want your money. And he was like, no, it's nothing. Like, just keep it. It's a gift. I was like, I really don't want your money. I feel some type of way about that. I don't want your money. How do I send it back? He goes, fine, just use it on Charlene, my kid. And so I was like, fine. Like, I've already spent, I don't know how much money feeding these kids when I see them. And then again, like, my friend's spending a bunch of money on their groceries the other day. Like, I'm like, fine, whatever. So I said, okay. Then he asked me what I was doing that evening. And I said, I'm going to dinner and then I'm going to a basketball game. And this must have happened in August, by the way. This is part of why I haven't been posting. I've just been so turned off in regards to human beings. So he goes, oh, okay, I don't want to interrupt your evening. Like, I don't want to bother you. Have fun. I was like, no worries, you're not a bother, thanks. Okay, so I'm at dinner. And those of you who have messaged me before know I take days, maybe weeks, to respond. I am so bad at texting. So anyone who has texted me before knows I don't text back quickly. And this person knows that. So like when he and I had even communicated about Charlene, or he's checking in with me, seeing how I'm doing, I'll take days to respond, at least. So this guy knows I'm going to dinner. As I'm at dinner, I don't check my phone when I'm at dinner. It's not polite, just for those who didn't know that already. And so I see on my screen a message pop up, such and such sent you $25K, which is about 200 USD. I see that and I'm like, awesome. Like, again, my friends would accept money with open arms and they love to get money from other people. Me, I don't do that. That's not how I roll. I don't want to feel like I owe you something. So I'm seeing that and I was like, I'm not going to check my phone. I'm seeing a bunch of messages pop up. So I didn't respond for 6 hours. By the time I got home, the last time I talked to him to the time I got home, and I'm seeing all these messages. The money sent to me that I did not ask for, nor do I want, and all these crazy ass messages. 6 hours. Now, let me preface. I work in mental health, and I do view this as a mental health issue. And you will see why when I post the screen recording screenshots at the end of this video. And I just might blur out that person's name for their dignity. But at the same time, I don't even feel like doing that, because if you're gonna come at me and come for me and threaten me, I don't feel like I need to protect you. So, hey. So I see that this dude sent me 25K. It's 200 USD, yes. And you guys are just gonna get to see the screenshots, okay? But to sum it up, he was like, sends me money, says something about how it's nothing, it's no amount to him, it's a tip when he's in Kenya. He likes to really flex how much money he has. And then I didn't respond when he's calling me because, hello, I was at dinner. Then he goes on to say, you really are a fucking Kenyan. I send you money and you just run with it. Fuck all y'all. I'm gonna block you on all my accounts. One, like I care. I wasn't even following him. Like, to me, this is just someone that's really supportive of me and this thing that I want to do for a kid. Nothing more. He was nice, so I thought. He likes my dad's channel, comments on my dad's channel. That disgusted me as well, by the way. Like, the fact that you're going to talk to someone's daughter in the way that he goes on to talk to me. So, because I didn't answer, he starts calling me a bitch and says I'm retarded and tells me to go fuck myself. Now, some of these messages that I'm going to show you, he deletes some of his messages. So it will say message deleted. But yeah, so he was telling me, go fuck myself. I'm a bitch. I'm retarded. A lot of other like insulting things. Then I respond after 6 hours. One, I was in shock. I was actually on the phone with my friend. I was on FaceTime with my friend here. And he was like, why are you being so calm right now? And I was like, because obviously this person's having a manic episode. Like, this is like unmedicated, or he's under the influence of something. Like, I'm not going to take it personally what he was saying to me. However, it's incredibly disrespectful. Like, do I feel like I'm a fucking bitch or retarded because this dude decided I am? No. So it didn't hurt my feelings. Have no fear. It was just like, wow. Like, never in my days. This brought me back to like, why did I even open a social media account? Like, I was just fine without it, and I wasn't dealing with lunatics like this. So I remained respectful. I didn't say anything disrespectful back. You will see proof at the end. So I respond, wow, just now seeing this. Then his tune changes. Oh my gosh, Lex, I'm so sorry. I just really love your vibe, girl. Like, saying these weird things about what he likes about me. I'm like, oh, okay. So then he calls me again. I didn't answer, because am I going to answer to someone who's calling me a bitch? No. So then I didn't answer. Then he goes back to it. And he was like, I'm going to be touching down in Kenya at the end of this month, September. Then he was like, once I land there, I'm going to make your life a living nightmare. And what else did he say? He said, Kenya will no longer be your second home. I'm like, I was literally dealing with some personal things. How do I send this money back to you? I just kept saying, how do I send this money back to you? I don't want your money. And he was like, no, keep it. Use it for Charlene. I said, I don't want your money. I don't want anything to do with you. You're so disrespectful. Like, leave me alone. How do I send this back? And then we're never talking ever again. And he was like, no, it's a gift. I don't know if you guys ever received Christmas gifts on Christmas and Santa was like, fuck you, bitch, on the note. Like, that's crazy. So I was like, it's not a gift with the way you're acting. That's whack. Like, just tell me how to send this back. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't even want your help. Like, I will do this on my own. Well, then he goes on to say, I'm blocking you. You better go put Charlene in school like you promised me. That's what he says. Like it has anything to do with him. Then he's like, and if you don't, I have people watching you. Oh, by the way, here's the part of why I'm not dropping this while I'm in Kenya. This man claims to be the son of a governor here, and if you didn't know, the politicians are quite corrupt. I'm not saying all of them, but many. And yeah. So one of my friends that works in government, this guy's an idiot because I have connections as well, decided that he was like, there's no way that this is like the son of a governor talking like this. Like, and also, why would you be flexing your money so much if you have it? Like, it's weird. It's just, he's doing too much. So, to speed up the story, I'm just going to drop the screenshots for you, maybe in a screen recording after this. And you can just pause and look at them yourself. But, and yeah, actually, you know what? Let me not blur out his name. It's going to take too much work. So, I'm sure he'll come with a little pseudo account to shit on this video. But, so is this back and forth? I just kept saying, give me the bank number, whatever I have to do, send your money back. He wouldn't. Again, context, 2 days after I bought the groceries and stuff and was supposed to go see Charlene's family, the mom calls me and says, so can you pay our rent too? I was like, wow, no thank you for the $100 of groceries I just got for you guys and all this work I've been doing to get your child into school. Can you pay our rent too? Bad taste in my mouth, to say the least. So at this point, I'm already like, maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe this isn't like me giving a child resources in the States where it's like, not everyone else is going to try to leech off of my help. So yeah, it was at that point I started being like, ooh, this is feeling off. Then, of course, this guy telling me he has people watching me. If I don't do this and this, like, he's using what I wanted to do out of, this sounds like I'm looking for a lot of sympathy, but like kindness in my heart, truly, because like I really wanted to help this girl as like this thing to use against me. And by the way, my ex did too, and I'm sure many of you guys saw those videos. But anyways, like my ex was making videos about me helping these kids as well, just because, oh, it gets views. Do me a favor and don't go watch the videos because that's how he gets views. And that's why I never brought it up. But, you know, it's like I try to come back and do this nice thing for this girl I really, really deeply care about. And my ex is trying to make some deal out of it. My subscriber is now threatening me. And now mom is asking me for rent. I was like, why do I even try to help people? Like, this just doesn't feel right anymore, and it felt very bad for my mental health. The next day, this guy, to his credit, by the way, texts me apologizing and says, I don't know what came over me. I've been praying to God and asking why I did that to you. I said, okay. And he was like, honestly, I'm really interested in you. So he expressed that he wants to date me. And he says that's why he went crazy, is because he was freaked out and scared to tell me. And I was like, wow, well, I would never date you, let alone be your friend. And here's why. You called me a fucking bitch and said I'm retarded. And you started threatening me. Then he says, no, I was lying. I don't actually have people watching you, whatever. And I was like, why do I even try to do things for people? Like, this is exhausting dealing with people like you. Like, I can't do this anymore. So I'm going to leave it at that, you guys. I had to walk away from helping these kids because it's turning into a shit show. And even if I try to help these kids on my own, I still need a lawyer. And, you know, the lawyer is wanting to date me. So also, all of my friends advised me to not be doing this in Kenya because people are just going to try to benefit off of me. So I can't wait to leave Kenya. To the Kenyans who have been wonderful to me and supportive of me, thank you. Sending you all the love. But majority ask me for money and try to leech off me. And I'll say it for the 80th time. Been financially independent since I was 18. I had to pick up shit with my hands at my first job. Like, I haven't really talked about the struggle, but like, I don't just have my dad's money, and I take care of myself. And I'm sharing this story on behalf of, if anyone tries to help anyone in Kenya, good luck. It's very hard, and the system is so corrupt, and the people, I'm not saying all, but some of them are gonna look to see how they can benefit off you when you try to do something nice for others. So pretty sick of this place and the energy for now. I know that might surprise you, but I'm just ready to be in a place where people don't just view me as a money tree. And yeah, I'm pretty fed up with the disrespect. So again, I've had good experiences, love my friends, my actual friends. And you know, I'm just gonna throw this in at the end. I see and hear a lot of things. And just because maybe I've done videos with people in the past or been friends or like stood up for people in the past that were really there for me, I just know I see things, I hear things, like I'm not naive to what's actually going on, and I don't condone any behaviors like the ones I'm talking about. I think that people in the world try to use people, but it really makes me sick when it's men using women. Or just people using people in general, like I said. But I don't know, I'm seeing a lot of men use women, and I've experienced it for myself, not only from my ex, but also just like, even last week, this guy was asking me for money, and when I said no, got bothered that I said no and kept asking. Like, a no is a no, folks. So, I'm sharing this. Don't worry, I'm out of the country, just in case this dude actually has any political pull, but I also have friends in the government, and I pray that you get the help that you need. My services will no longer be free. I've given you so much time venting about things that were upsetting you when we had conversations, and I can't believe that I did that. So I'm going to be much more protective of my space and my peace, and I've been pretty open-minded when it comes to like getting to know people in a platonic way, and just being a support for others and an encouragement for others. And to end this on a positive note before I release these ugly screenshots, I just want to say, I was thinking about it yesterday. I was talking to one of my subscribers that I really love. My favorite part about having started this channel so far, because I haven't even done the content that I want to do, is meeting the women that have been such a light in my life. So I'm genuinely grateful, and yeah, I won't be I know I've said before, like, if you'd like to reach out, feel free to message me on Instagram. And there's very few people who have my number. And this person was one of them because he expressed wanting to help me with this kid, whatever. Hey, I will not be handing out my number anymore because yuck. So anyways, for all the love and support I've received, thank you. And if you have been toxic, or you're only here to watch my downfall, or because you want to date me, probably leave, because probably it's not happening. And especially if you're out of my age range, sheesh. Like, this person is, oof. I don't do age gaps like my friends, okay? Yeah, no. So, anyways, if you would like to continue supporting me, thank you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. you could do that, or you could not, and you can just keep being the 50% that are stalking me. And yeah, if you're a man who likes to disrespect women and make them feel small and powerless and scared and unintelligent, then I would say that you should go seek some professional help. And I'm not going to be one of those girls who gets treated poorly by a man and then I just stay quiet and feel scared of your threats. It's not happening. I've been through way too much in my life to let you have that power over me. So wish you all the best in life. Yeah, I would expect that you unsubscribe to my channel, but I'd also expect that you and my Huguenot and whoever else likes to talk about me might come across this video. So anyways, peace and love. And guys, enjoy this video and the screenshots I'm about to share.